Hello, everybody. This is Chris Ellis, Card Guy with Collectible Chris, and we are here for the NL Central.
And right before the All-Star break, the Brewers lead the Central with 50 wins and 43 losses. However, the St. Louis Cards are just a half a game behind them with 50 wins and 44 losses. The Pirates are in third with 39 wins, 54. The Cubs are 35 wins with 57, and the Reds are at 34 wins and 57 losses as well. Tough division, but at least the Brewers and the Cards are going to make it a little bit interesting coming towards the second half.
Okay, well, we'll start with guys we collect from the Cardinals. I collect Nolan Arenado, always have, so that's one that I'm collecting. Anybody for you?
Of course, I collect Albert Pujols and Yair Molina. Sadly, it's gonna be the last seasons, especially since I grew up watching them. But it's gonna be awesome, especially Pujols in his last home run derby and also in his last All Star game this week. So that was good. People to collect though, Paul Goldschmidt is a good person to collect, especially since his cards are actually valuable right now. And two rookies that I think that you should watch out for is both in the bullpen. Actually, Matthew Liberatore at 3 wins, 2 losses. His ERA is a little bit up, but that's fine. Young pitchers are going to have trouble, as well as from the bullpen, young guy Andre Palante. He's been doing well off coming out of the bullpen and help with the cards, and I think has been helping out the bullpen a little bit.
Another one to look out for rookie-wise is Nolan Gorman. He's was recently called up for about a month and has been doing really well. So that's a good one to look at. Which one? Go to the
Brewers.
Yep.
Sadly, I don't collect anyone for the Brewers right now. Yelich is a good guy to get your hands on, especially if you got valuable cards to sell. That'll be a good one to invest in. And if he hasn't had the season that he should be having, I know he got hurt a little bit this year. Only at 8 home runs, so 31 RPIs. But Yelich is a guy that people should be collecting. It's better than Braun.
Yes, I would agree. And the guy I collect from Milwaukee, actually, I've been collecting for a while. He's played on several teams. It's Andrew McCutchen. I always liked the way he's played ever since he was a rookie for Pittsburgh. So I've definitely followed his career. So Andrew's one of the ones I definitely like. Another one that would be good to collect is Josh Hader.
Yeah.
He is a good reliever. He's blown a couple of saves here recently, but like all good relievers, they have their ups and downs. That's okay.
And another one is Willie Adames. He's a solid player. Honestly, I think personally he should have been given a little bit more All-Star votes, but that's just me. Great guy to also collect. So next is going to be the Pittsburgh Pirates. I no longer collect any Pirates because I actually collected Colin Moran. Now he's with the Reds. But three guys that people should be looking at for rookie-wise. Pitcher Ronzi Contreras, who is actually doing pretty good. He has 3 wins, 2 losses with a 3.78 ERA. And two guys for sure. Not left fielder, right fielder Jack Sawinski, and shortstop Diego Castillo. Great additions to the Pirates. I think as long as they keep those guys, they're going to be fine. And the guy that people should be collecting, my dad will talk about.
Okay, right now the guys I'm collecting from the Pirates is Henry Davis, who's still in the minor leagues, and O'Neill Cruz, who is up. Who would have thought we had a shortstop taller than Cal Ripken? When he's 6'4", this man is just a giant. O'Neill's been killing the ball. It's just one of those great, young players to come out. I think this year's draft class is definitely one of the better ones. And it's got a lot of young players out there. Pirates just have, hopefully they can keep some of this talent and keep it driving. Who are we going with next?
The Cubs. The Cubs, I collect. I'm actually collecting Zaya Suzuki. Just reminds me of young Hideki Matsui. When Matsui played for the Yankees, Suzuki cooled down, but of course that's always going to be any national player that comes from Japan to MLB. I mean, Darvish struggled, Tanaka struggled. So many hitters have struggled coming from Japan, but Suzuki I think will be a good addition for the Cubs. For the near future. Um, great bat. At least it has patience. Just hasn't gotten the ball to drop.
Um, yeah, for the Cubs, I collect Jason Hayward. I've collected him ever since he was with Atlanta. Also, other guys to look out for with the Cubs. I mean, you got Winston. You got
Contreras.
You got the pitcher. Stroman. So, I mean, then you got the farm system there that they'll probably bring some of their younger core up. Contreras might not be with the team much longer past the trade deadline. Maybe, hopefully, they can keep him. But the Cubs just, right now are in that rebuild. So, let's see what they can possibly do.
I will agree with that. And finally, with the Reds, I collect two guys. Joey Votto, I've been collecting him since he was a rookie. Great class player. Usually does not have a bad season. Always does well with contact, especially with a great batting average. And Tyler Stevenson, the rookie from last year. Stevenson is just a great catcher. He was hurt at the beginning, but he's got to be turning around. Another guy to start collecting, in my opinion, is Jonathan India. He's I didn't know he was a rookie with Stevenson, and that was my bad. But India is also a great guy that hits for contact, knows, and is actually one of the best on-base people for the Reds right now. So
for the Reds, I collect India, and I also collect Hunter Green. Hopefully, the Reds will use Hunter Green effectively. But yeah, I mean, the Reds are that rebuild mode too. I mean, but they got a lot of good young players coming up. So, I mean, Brandon Dury having a good year, comeback year. So it's, he got some good talent there, just trying to put it all together. So those were the guys that we collect and stuff. Now we're going to talk about our awards for the mid-season. So
for MVP, I'm going with the guy from the Reds, Brandon Drury. He's just killing it right now with 18 homers, 52 RBIs, with a batting average of 278. Honestly, his best season by far. And he has struggled. I mean, you go back and see his rookie year until now, he changed everything. And Mark DeRosa actually did a thing on MLB Central, right?
Mm-hmm.
About Drury and just the way he has progressed as a hitter. So if y'all actually, it's actually on YouTube now. If you type in Mark DeRosa talking about Drury, like he breaks it down how Drury has progressed as a hitter and has progressed as a improved player. So Drury for MVP for me.
Okay, for me it's Paul Goldschmidt having an excellent first half. There's nothing much else to say. He's just been helping the Cards keep up with the Brewers. Who you got for Cy Young?
Cy Young, pitchers are not very good in the Central, in my opinion, but I'm going with the guy with the best ERA with a decent record. I'm going with Corbin Burns with Milwaukee. You can't go wrong with Burns or Woodrow. Woodrow has a better win percentage, just a worse ERA than Burns, but Burns has better control, more strikeouts. So I'm going with Burns with Milwaukee.
I agree. Corbin Burns is my Cy Young pick as of right now. A 2.14 ERA. Good control pitcher. Just doesn't have the wins right now because he's being struck by run support recently. But yeah, I'm going with Corbin Burns on that one. Who you got for rookie?
Um, it's a toss up with the Great Pirates. It's gonna be between Sawinski and Castillo for me. But if I want to go with batting average, I'm going with Diego Castillo. Only 4 less home runs, same RBIs as Sawinski, but Castillo gets on base more and knows how to steal the base more properly.
Well, we're going with Pirates, but I'm going with O'Neal Cruz. If he keeps up what he's been doing since he's been called up, I don't see him not getting the votes. But the Pirates do have a good rookie class, so hopefully that will continue. Go ahead with the next one.
Manager, I'm basing on this with the season they had previously and with the new manager that came in. Craig Counsell for Milwaukee has done wonderful for the Brewers, especially getting players off the bench to pitch it and everything, because they have won 11 past 9 inning games, which is phenomenal. So I think Counsell has done a great job with Milwaukee. I'm going with Counsell.
Okay, I'm going to go with Marmol from St. Louis.
Yeah.
So I think with being a new manager, having that team, but it is good to have veterans around you. But it's also being a newly manager too. It's not easy.
Also, don't forget about him allowing Pujols and Molina pitch this season, which I think was incredible.
Yeah, that definitely was one of those days. But yeah, and then we got our comeback players of the year.
I don't think there's not a question about this. Honestly, should be comeback player of the year out for the National League. Brandon Drury, just phenomenal with how much he has turned around with his play, with his bat. Cannot deny his game right now for the Reds, and he has taken the role of Votto of being the man right now. So I'm going with Brandon Drury.
Well, I have just made my change for comeback player of the year because I forgot that Brandon didn't have that great of a year before. But I changed it, and I'm going to go with Drury on comeback. I think it's a little bit close. I get Drury 1A, probably Contreras 1B because of the RBIs. Contreras is on a pace that definitely shattered the RBIs he had last year and the home runs.
Okay, I can agree to that. Contreras has turned around with his bat too, and it has been phenomenal for the Cubs.
But Brandon Drury's probably the better pick because he's having a great year. Probably should have been in the All-Star game for sure. But third base is a crowded crowd place in the National League.
Oh yeah.
So there goes the NL Central's mid-season awards. Next week will be the NL East, which is going to be definitely going to be one that's going to be exciting. I don't see all of these being, Braves and Mets per se.
I will. I already done my statistics so far. Everything. I will say, for one award winner, I do have a Marlin. So.
Hey, the Marlins have a great young team. I'm going to say. I think I'm going to guess that it's going to be a Cy Young.
A Cy Young. Yes,
Okay.
but I will have a potential two-parter with the Cy Young too, especially since someone came back. So awards will mainly might be Mets and Braves just because they are two of the most exciting teams right now in the National League.
I mean, at the end of the year, of course.
Oh yeah.
They'll change.
Oh yeah.
But
I think comeback player will be unanimous. I think manager of the year will be unanimous for both me and you. I think MVP will be a toss-up, and I think rookie will be a toss-up. So.
Yeah, I think MVPs right now. I think there's one sure winner. Cy Young. I think there's one sure one so far. Rookie.
You can choose 4.
Yeah.
Out of the NL East, and I'm basing mine on overall player for rookie. I will say that.
Manager, I think there's 2 that are in line.
Yeah.
And then comeback, I can think of one guy.
It's unanimous for comeback player.
So
in the NL East.
But yeah, that is definitely one thing good about these things that things do change through the year. So let's let's go ahead and hype David Fuller. Let's hype him up from Big Shot. Check out his YouTube. And then also thank you, Matt, for having me on the Monday Night Huddle for Hotbox. Thank you very much. Also, if you we have a Chris Ellis Card Guy on Facebook. It's easy to find. Just put Chris Ellis semicolons Card Guy, and I'm right there. Then this man right here.
Find me on TikTok at Collectible Chris, as well as my eBay store. Of course, I don't want to get just Collectible Chris on eBay as well. And if y'all are looking for something, chances are I might have it.
So everybody, hope you enjoyed the show. Thank you very much.
Oh, and also a big shout out to the All Stars that did a great performance for the All Star game, as well as the Home Run Derby. Julio Rodriguez killed it. I wished he won, but Juan Soto did what Juan Soto does, and hits for power and not as much for batting average.
Yep.
Sorry, little joke. But as well as Stanton from the Yankees getting MVP for his bomb. So Stanton representing the Yankees.
Yep. I mean, it was. Some people thought it was boring last night. It's baseball. It's not boring. It's just it was a close game, and I'm glad it was a close game because blowouts just, But I mean, with
plus it's All Stars. I mean, you got the best pitchers against the best hitters.
Yeah.
And that's gonna be tough either way. So you expect a low scoring game. It's not like back in 2012 when the Nationals finally won one and they won 8-4. So.
Yeah. So. But it was a good All-Star weekend, from all the way from the celebrity softball to the Futures game to the Home Run Derby to the All-Star game. And let's get ready for the season to rev up. And we will talk to you next week. And everybody have a great day, and we'll see you later. Bye.